Hi, welcome to my channel and welcome to the Monday edition. So we're starting a new section and it's Mondays we talk about money. So I'm getting confused. Usually my camera is pointed on the other side. But anyway, back to Mondays we talk about money. So it's going to be quick tips and stories just for us to start the week motivated and in control of our money, because we know money is important. There's so many songs, there's so many things in life that require our money, and not just because money is important, but having knowledge about everything. You know, we can talk about our physical health, our mental health. We also need to talk about our financial health, and it's important. So a little context for those that don't know, and this is your first video. I am Nyasha Nolazi and I'm 23. I'm shocked because I actually feel like I'm already 24, but I turned 24 in 2 months. And the background of where I realized money was important and my relationship with money was important was probably when I started university. Yes, when I started university, because when I started university, I, with my parents and guardian, they told me, okay, this is the amount you need. In fact, you need to tell us how much you need for the month, and we'll look at it if it makes sense and it needs to last. So I started realizing that I actually am in control. I need to be in control. So we're gonna go into the tips, and each week I might share a little aspect of something that I've learned or something that happened to me or things I'm also trying to put into my life. And I'm not portraying that I know everything. I would love to know more tips. I do have a bit of knowledge about finance, and I did release an ebook about personal finance. So it's a really personal, it's a really important factor that I feel like everyone should have, because if our finances are stressing us, it affects everything else. So I brought out the book. I think I haven't brought out this book in a minute, probably in the first 2-3 videos, but I did say the Make It Happen book will come back, and it is back today. And I want to relax. We're not going to all be all professional, because sometimes, you know, we need to be relaxed, laugh at our issues. And I feel like my issue this week is in fact, today's Sunday, and this week I have an increase in expenses because I need to take a few more trips, Uber trips, which are a bit higher than public transport. And for me, it's like, this is not what I planned. But you know what, in life these things happen. So I'm trying to show that, you know what, I'm not trying to say that my budget will always work out the way I want it to work out. Sometimes it doesn't. I now need to make sure I do less or I do more, or I take from my emergency saving and make it work. Okay, so today we're gonna keep it short, and this week we need to remember that we are in control. In fact, you are in control of your money. Sometimes like, hey, it's the government, or it's a situation where things are in control, things are expensive, but you are in control. You need to take back that control and realize that, you know what, money, you are mine. I will control where you go. I will control how I use you. I will not let circumstances or people determine how I should use the money I have and I've been blessed to have. So this week is just simple, and it's give every dollar, every pound, every rand, every bula, every bond that you have a job. Literally say, okay, you £1, you're gonna do this. You £1, you're gonna do this. I was using a scenario. Let's say you earn 5,200 US dollars, okay? And you know you have rent for 1,000. Your bills all add up to 600, and okay, your bills add up to 1.2. So now you have 2.2, and yeah, basically those are the important things that need to come out end of the month. And if that's all you know, so that's, I'll use the calculator. I said 5,200 minus the 1,000 rent minus your 1.2, all your expenses, including all these things that come out that you know they're like debit orders, standing orders, they're just gonna come out, right? that's 3,000 left, and you're like, sure, with the 3,000 left, we'll make it work. No, we won't make it work, because then if someone is like, oh yeah, sure, let's go out tonight, and you spend another 600, tomorrow someone will be like, okay, like next week someone will be like, let's go on a trip, sure, I have money in my account, 1,200 gone, and now you're left with 1.2, and you don't really know where your money is going. And as much as putting categories and stuff is important, I believe using the fifth, like there are many methods of budgeting and all that, which we will go into, don't you worry, as we go. But if you can't even wait for these little snippets, it's okay. You can download the ebook, my personal financing and budgeting ebook. I will link it down below. It's just £5.99, and it has all you need, and it's more of a journal. Actually, it's more of a journal to help you along the way as you budget. And if there's a little place where you get to look back and reflect. Why don't you just get it now? I'll keep quiet, go look for the link. In fact, no, let's finish and then you look for the link afterwards. And the most important thing, as much as we will go into categories and stuff, is to remember to give every dollar a job. So budgeting is basically giving every dollar a job, and some will call it zero-based budgeting. It's a situation where all your expenses, your savings, your money for just spending and splurging, your money to help family, your money for your investments should be 5,000 minus 5,200. You should, every month you should have zero, which is, it's a hard concept to do, because then now you're like, what happens if this happens and I don't have the money? What happens, But then it's good to then have categories, and like these categories can be like the ones I have a savings, I have an emergency savings, I have a saving for trips, I have bills in a month, I have bills, I also have like a buffer amount just in case of mishaps and things that may need me to put out a bit more money. Like for this week, I now know I need to have probably 15 to 20 more pounds than I actually did have. And sometimes you're like, oh, it's just 15 pounds. It's just 15 pounds. Is it really? It is just 15 pounds, or it's just 1 cent. But every cent, if you put a dollar, if you put a name to it, you realize how important it is to keep it. Because then you can realize, I think, I'm misusing my money, or I could actually use a cheaper alternative and be able to reach other goals quicker. And that's the reason for giving every dollar a job. This week, we're all going to, even myself, I'm going to remember to give every dollar a job. Sometimes I forget and be like, I'll fix out the little cents. We need to remember to give every dollar a job. After we categorize everything, it should equal zero. That way, it will really, really help us. It will really, really help us be more accountable about where our money goes and how we spend our money, and help us reach our goals. I personally love to travel, and I love to splurge, and I love to actually have the idea of that I'm able to see my money grow. I'm able to see my money where it's going, because then I feel like I'm in control. And you can't be in control if you don't know where your dollar's going. If next thing you look at your account, you're like, what happened to the money? Who's been spending money in my account? When it's all been you just tapping, or just spending all the money. Just remember to give every dollar a job this week, and next week we'll go into categories and how I save. But for this week, remember, you are in control, so give your money a job. Just give your money a job. And a little homework, just go and look at your expenses and see if you could reduce or you could increase, or what are your goals? What do you want to do with your money? What do you want to achieve? Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and actually put on the notification bell so that you have these Monday motivations just for your money. You are in control, and you got this. In fact, we got this. Bye.